So today we're going to do a quick screen for systemic hypermobility. So if you think that your joints might be a little hypermobile or a little lax, this is what we do in the clinic to get an idea if that might be happening in your body. So it's a 9-point test. It's called the Baton test or the Baton score. And so we're going to go through a few different movements and I'll explain what could be a positive indicator. And then if you do this test on your own, on yourself at home, check out the comments to see how you scored. Okay, so what we would do first is we would ask someone to stand with their feet together and their knees straight. And if you can bend all the way and put your palms on the floor, that would be, you would score a 1 for that. I'm nowhere close, so I wouldn't get any points for that. That's the first thing. The second thing you're gonna look at is elbow hyperextension. So if you can straighten your elbow and you see it bow kind of this way, that would be 1 point. If you did it on the other side and the elbow kind of bowed out, that would be a point. And then you can come into the hands and you can test the pinky. So if you can pull your pinky back to 90 degrees, which I cannot, that would be a point. Okay, you do the same thing on the other hand, which would be a point. And then you could do the thumb. So if you can take your thumb and bend it back to touch your forearm, some people can do that, I can't. That would be a point. You would check it on the other side, that would also be a point. And then your last 2 points are gonna be if your knees, do they bow backwards? So if one does it, that's a point. If the other does it, that's also a point. If my math is correct, that should be 9 total points. Okay, so again, just a quick rundown. Bending forward, putting your palms flat on the ground would be 1. You check for elbow extension. You check for pinky extension, extension of the thumb here towards the forearm, and then you're also gonna look at knee extension on both sides. And that's how you check for, do a quick screen for hypermobility potentially.